Hendra Pratama, two brothers from Yamaha Racing Indonesia. And then we'll also introduce you to a pair of brothers in Johor, Malaysia. That is Adam Noruddin and Ibrahim Noruddin. So this year, a lot of brothers are in the Asia Road Racing Championship, of course. So we're going to try to check out how their relationship is at home. So hello everyone, mabuhay to our friends in the Philippines. Hopefully you guys already had your lunch and you're ready to hang out with TJ and Troy in a couple of minutes. Hi Mac Pablo, welcome back. So I see a lot of users that have been watching throughout the week. Hi Grace. So a lot of fans that have been following us throughout the week. So I thank you so much. Because we started our live last week with McKinley Kalpas. That went off successfully. And then we visited Ratapong in Thailand, where he showed us how to cook a Thai dish. And then we also, where did we go? And then we met AM Fadli in Indonesia. We also met Lucky Hendrian Shah in Sidrap, Sulawesi, and then we met with Aslan Shah Kamaruzaman. Yesterday we met with WAHYU Chilaksana. So it's been a fun group of riders to kick off our first week on Instagram Live, and I can't wait for week 2 as well. Week 2 coming up. I've already put up the schedule yesterday. So week 2 we have Muklada, we have Brock Parks, we have Aldi Satya Mahendra, Adam and Ibrahim Noruddin, and then who else? Yeah, Brock Parks, Titipong. We're gonna visit Titipong, and we're gonna meet John Emerson Inguito on his birthday next Thursday. So don't miss it, guys. We also have a special tomorrow evening with an All Japan Road Race Championship rider, Tepe Nagoye. So that one will be a fun one. I've never had Tepe on Instagram Live. I actually haven't spoken to him in almost 1.5 years that I haven't spoken to him face to face. I mean, we only chat. So it will be fun to see Tepe tomorrow crossing over from the All Japan Championship to join us on ARRC's Instagram. So a lot of fun things coming up, a lot of riders that we will be meeting every single day right here on Instagram. Make sure you guys follow. Hi, Riza. So, hi, everyone. So, we are now Indra Prasta. Can I ask you something? Yes. No problem. If you guys have any questions, just try to leave it in the comments. Yes, Indra Prashta, if you have a question, please send it our way and I will try to answer it. Oh, so I see XS Plus Racing is on. Indra Prasta's question: who is your favorite racer? Who do you want to take to dinner? Tough question. But I will tell you, if I can choose an Asian rider, if I can choose any rider to go live with, that's not from ARRC, I mean just a rider overall, I wanna interview Takaki Nakagami. If you guys know Takaki Nakagami, you guys know he's very good looking. Very, very handsome rider. Very nice rider. I've met Nakagami before. He's really sweet, really nice. So, yes, if I can, I want to interview and go for dinner with Takaki Nakagami. So, alright, we are still waiting. Let's see if let's try to invite Troy to start our little chat with them. Waiting. Takagi Nakagami is currently racing in the MotoGP. Connecting. All right. Let's see. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. We're all good here.
Have you guys had your lunch?
Yeah. Just finished.
Now it's already 3 o'clock here. So.
Oh, yeah. All right, so before we start, maybe you want to say hi to all the fans that have been waiting.
We go first. No, yeah. Hi guys. Hi everyone. Hi Don. Hi Jeff. And Mac. You guys from the Philippines, other countries. Thanks for coming on.
Okay, so for people that are not familiar with you guys, maybe you want to say which one is Troy, which one is TJ. Because for now, you guys really look alike on camera.
I'm TJ.
I'm Troy. Yeah.
Actually, it's funny. A lot of people are confused with us. Even here, wherever we race, they think we're one person. Maybe racing 2 classes is too much for one person.
Oh, that would be dangerous. So yeah, so TJ is the one in purple, Troy the one in red for everyone who's just got to know. So how are you guys doing right now at home? What's the update?
You first.
Now we're not doing so much because of the current lockdown in the Philippines. So now we're just trying to stay fit, doing some training inside the house, and stay at home just to be safe.
So could you give everyone that's not in the Philippines an update on how the situation is right now? Can you go out at all or not at all?
Right now, the situation is not so good. Well, everyone is still relaxed. There's no fights or anything, but we're not allowed to go out of the house except for essential things, and there's a curfew right now. Yeah, so it's supposed to go on like this for the next 10 days, and we hope by then that the situation improves and we can go back to our normal lives.
So right now, how long have you been stuck at home, like having to stay at home? Are you keeping track of how many days?
Before Sepang, before the last race.
Yeah, so we did the last race in Sepang, arrived back at home, and then the next day, that's when we had the lockdown.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
home for
Yeah, the last time I've been out was in the airport.
Oh my god. But everything is good with your family at home and everyone at home?
Yeah. All of us here are healthy and safe. Just wishing all of the best to everyone, not just in the Philippines, but also the other countries, to stay safe from the virus.
Yeah, it looks like now this is the new normal for everyone to just stay at home. So what have you guys been up to staying at home, trying to keep busy and stay fit?
I think, like me, myself, I've been doing a lot of in the house because usually, you don't have time to, because I go to school and also racing. So with racing, training, school, and doing some other things, really have no time. So it was actually nice for the first week to stay at home and spend some time with the family. Also get to organize my room because it's been really so yeah, it's actually been quite good. But now I'm starting to get a little bit bored. I hope to go out soon and get riding a motorcycle again.
For me, I've been doing a lot of training, but then aside from that, nothing much. Just doing stuff in the house, like play games, whatever, just trying to pass the time.
Yeah, I mean, for everyone as well, like me here, it's also very hard. You wake up and you're just doing the same thing every day. You can't really do much to change. So hi everyone. So I see a lot of Filipino fans tuning in. So hi everyone. So TJ and Troy, for people that don't really know much about your background, share with us, how did you guys get into racing? Was it like one of you first or like both of you together?
I'm the older one from the two of us, so I'm a few years older. So of course, naturally, I started racing first. I started racing at 5 years old in the Philippines. But actually, for a long time, I was a motocross rider, not really a road racer. It's funny, actually, when I was growing up, my dad was the road racer at the time. And they would always say, "Oh, Dad, that's I don't want to race road race because there's no jumps." But it's funny how now I'm really into road racing. It's I think the best thing I've done right now.
For me,
So Troy, for you, was it following your brother?
yeah. So I did motocross also for a long time until I was about 14. So I started when I was 4 riding motocross, and then I just kept that for until I was 14, and then I started road racing. And then through the years, just progressing, and then starting 2018 in Asia Talent Cup International Racing.
Yeah, so for Troy and TJ, for TJ, we just saw you starting last year in the ASB 1000. Can you share with fans a little bit of your racing background? Because you've been racing in Europe for a couple of years before that.
Yeah. I raced in the Philippines first in road racing. From a few years of motocross, I went straight into Superbike in the Philippines. I did 2 seasons here at home. And then after, I decided to go to the Italian Championship. And then in Superbike in 2017. And also in 2018, the European Superstock Championship, which is part of World Superbike. So the level there was really quite good. It was a good experience for me. And then after that, because the championship ended in the Superstock, I decided that the next step was to go to Asia, to the Asian Championship. So it's been a good experience so far, and I'm looking forward to keep learning and improving for better results.
Yeah, so thank you for giving a bit of your background. We have a question from one of the fans, Grace Santos. What's something that you have learned from the sports that help you in your life outside of the sports?
It's for me or for Troy?
Both of you, maybe one of you can go first.
For me, one thing I learned just racing my first year with other racers from all different countries, to be humble, because I thought before when I was in the Philippines that I would be, really fast, really competitive, that I could have a very strong career. And when I first got in, I found it to be really difficult at first. So the first thing I learned was to think really humbly and try to just be better every day.
And how about you, Troy? What have you learned?
TJ.
Oh, TJ. I'm getting confused also. Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, I think in racing you need to work. You have to continue to work hard to get a better result. Nothing comes easy in this sport, and that's something that for me is really important in my life outside of racing. Whether it's school or in business or in work or something, you have to continue to improve every day. If you learn to improve yourself every day, eventually you'll reach the goal. But if you think of only the goal first, it's really hard to understand how you'll get there.
So thank you so much, guys. And another question from a fan, Beth Hills, which kind of relates to what a TJ just said. How do you manage your schedule with school and racing?
You don't.
You don't?
No.
Now, me and TJ are both going to university, and it's quite difficult, especially during the racing season, because you have a lot of races in a row. It's difficult to manage the absences, but there's, you can try and talk with the professor online, stuff like that, but it's still difficult.
But it's a rule in our family, of my mother, that if we want to race, we have to go to school first. So we have to do our best in school and our best in racing. Because if we don't do good in school, we stop racing.
Yeah, if we fail school, then you can't race.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a very good rule, but not an easy rule.
No, it's not easy.
So for people that are not familiar, but hopefully a lot of people are, you do travel racing with your family and with your parents as well throughout the season. How is that relationship been? Are you guys different at home compared to how you are at track, or it's exactly the same?
It's more or less the same. Like maybe in races it's a bit more serious, but we don't try to keep it too serious anyways. Try to have fun first and foremost. It's really relaxed. Our team is mostly our family, so we just try to do our best and enjoy also.
Yeah, so for TJ, is there any difference for you?
Well, for me, whenever you try to put too much pressure on yourself, the results always go down. For me, the reason why I started riding motorcycles in the first place, because it's something that I really enjoy. If I enjoy, I feel good on the track, and then my results improve.
So in terms of your parents growing up, have they ever, because I know some parents growing up, they'll say, oh, racing is too dangerous or it's too difficult to watch when you crash or something happens to you. So with your parents, is there that issue of like worrying about your safety and what happens to you?
No, I think no, because my dad is also a racer before. He was Philippine champion back then, and I think he also joined the Asia Road Racing in Batangas, like in the 1990s.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I remember.
So my mom also grew. No, my mom was already used to that with my dad. So for now, it's a normal thing.
Yeah, they don't tell us to take it easy. They just say to go faster.
Yeah, I think my parents are more special. Yeah, they're special.
Yeah, not all parents can actually handle that. So another question from Beth Hills. Who do you look up to in racing?
I think right now I like to watch a lot of MotoGP, and if I were to choose like of all of the riders in the world right now, it would be someone like Marc Marquez. I think he's on a really good level and he works very, very hard. Maybe he also has the talent, but you can see in his training, when you see him online, you see that he really puts in the effort. So I like that mindset, and I want to continue to improve. I hope to ride on like even as a little bit close, a little bit like him. Yeah.
For me, my favorite rider is Marc Marquez, because his riding style is his mentality towards riding is so. He really tries to push himself so hard. Like even if he crashes sometimes, he does it like scientifically. Like he tries to push because he knows it will make him better.
So in terms of both of you have been, of course, riding for so many years. What do you hope to achieve, especially in motorsports in the Philippines? I know that I spoke to, I think, TJ last year a little bit about the difficulties of motorsports in the Philippines being supported by the government. So where do you all hope to go with your motorsports racing career?
I'm in regards to like Philippine motorsport as a whole. I'm very happy to see, of course, not only me and my brother, but also other riders like Inguito, Calpaz, Masato, Kerwin. Yeah. I feel like right now is like a growing generation for the sport. So I'm really excited to see, as the years go on, how much bigger and bigger it can be. I feel like the Filipino riders have a lot of talent, and I'm excited for the coming generations. For myself, I want to continue to improve. I hope to get the podium soon in Asia Road Racing, and that's the goal right now.
For me personally, my goal is to be champion in ARRC. Maybe not this year, but in the coming years, like when I get better. But for the sport in general, racing in the Philippines is not yet so big. But I'm so happy that we have a lot of riders now joining ARRC, and that I hope it just becomes bigger and more people will support in the future.
So a question from Gibel, which I think is a good continuance on the topic. Any tips for those, I think, in the Philippines who want to be a rider?
I think if you want to be a rider, the first part is to start riding bikes. Yeah. Maybe you join. Yeah, in the Philippines, I know that we have some one-way races where you can join and ride a bike. I think some free.
Yeah, some are free.
So you can come and ride like in a one-way class. It's a good place to start. Also, surround yourself with those who are the top in their class. You can always ask me or my brother. We'll gladly help you. There are a lot of other riders there in the community who are very friendly and willing to help. So the motorcycle racing sport may be intimidating to get into at first, but there are a lot of willing people who will help you get there.
So a question from J Chua 18. We know you like motorcycles, but what is your dream car and dream bike? Okay, I think that's a good question for most riders.
For me, I'm sponsored by Honda. Here. So for me, I want a Honda MotoGP bike. That's good. And then maybe like a X or something. I can't say anything else. Not a lot.
I think it's hard to, but I like Ducati. So.
So that was an easy one. So with the both of you in racing, I have to ask, was there a point in your career that you guys were racing together, like in the same class or in the same category?
Yes, actually, before we started racing out of the country, we did 2 years racing together in the Philippine Championship.
And, we used to bikes against each other. That was in 2016 and 17. TJ beat me a lot, but it was close. Actually, the year before, we also raced against each other for the first time on 150s with Cal, and it was really close between all of us.
So what has there always is there a rivalry between the two of you? Because I know that both of you are very close, but deep down, is there like a competitive spirit where like you have to try to beat each other if you're on track?
For me, yeah, there's competitive spirit because you always want to beat your brother, and not just your brother, but everyone on the track. But yeah, we're competitive, but we also want to help each other a lot, how we can improve. Yeah.
I think if they say your teammate is your first enemy, for your brother, it's even bigger. More so you want. Yeah.
So I see that. Okay, TJ, I'm gonna let you go with this question, but from Bye Sam, and we know who she is. Hi Sam. So she's asking, who's the faster rider? If you guys want the same bike. So Troy, being the younger brother, did you learn anything from watching a TJ starting his racing career and learning to start racing and join racing? Did you learn anything from him, or did he teach you anything?
Yeah, he taught me a lot. When I first started going into road racing, that was around the time that TJ started to become faster in the national championship, maybe closer towards the top 3, top 4 guys. So from there, I observe him, I watch him ride. He teaches me a little bit, and then from there, I just improve based off of his riding. And also today, like not just aside from riding, but also how serious you should be, how you should train. Yeah.
You guys are so nice to each other. It's so hard. I think it's good that you guys have a very strong relationship, and then now, of course, both of you being in the ARRC, you get to spend more time together and travel together and actually be in the same paddock. So in Sepang round, can you share with us how was the start of the new year this year for the both of you with the new season? And we spent almost a week in Sepang with all the new teams and riders.
The first race is always not easy. For me, it was a lot easier this year compared to last season. Last year was the first year of the team. So this first round in 2020 was a big improvement for me and also for the team. It was much easier, of course, to have been to Sepang before because last year it was my first time in all the tracks. I think my race weekend last time in Sepang was actually better than how it appeared. I had quite a good test and a good race weekend, but I had some problems in the races which ended me with 2 crashes. Really looking forward to the next race because I feel that I made some improvements over the winter and I hope to show it soon.
Yeah, for me, like starting with the test, I was surprised at first because it was my first time to ride with other people on a 600, apart from when I wildcarded last year. So I was surprised because at first I was in like the top 6, top 7 in the test. I had a big crash in the test, which made it difficult for the race weekend. But we saw that there's like a potential to be towards the top.
So for a question for Troy, so what I noticed online, there seemed to have started a rivalry between Honda Philippines and Yamaha Philippines, where in the 600 we have you and Carl competing together. So how do you look at that situation? Of course, I think that little rivalry has helped to pump up more fans to get excited to watch all of you race.
Yeah. For me, not so much of a rivalry. Like, I like Kyle. He's really friendly. I see him a lot in the paddock. We don't help each other, of course, because we're competing with each other, but it's extra motivation also to be the top Filipino.
So for TJ, since being a part of ARRC Championship, how has things changed for you back in the Philippines in terms of the media supporting you and more things being talked about in the motorsports world on your coverage in the ARC?
Yeah, I think when I used to race in Europe, it was good for me. It was a good level of championship. It was a good experience. But maybe it was not so relatable for the Filipinos and for the media. I noticed that a lot of people now are following me, following the news around it, because I think the Asian Championship is more relatable to the Filipino fans. Also now in the Asian Championship, we have a lot of Filipino riders. So for media and marketing, it's really good.
Yeah, it's definitely, I think for me as well, I'm happy to see more Filipino riders joining, because we've had a couple of years where fans will always ask, like, where are the Filipino riders? Who are the Filipino riders? So it's very nice to see now we have riders in the 1,600 and also the underbone class. So in the Philippines back home, do you do any other motorsports activities? Because I know sometimes TJ, you upload that you guys have training and things that you guys do with the Two Wheels community. So can you share with us a little bit on some of the activities you do?
I think I'm not just motorcycle racer, but I really enjoy riding motorcycles. So I actually ride on the street quite a lot, like for like a tour. Like we do that quite often, me and my brother. Also, we do also some training with smaller bikes.
Yeah. Motocross.
Also motocross. Yeah. So I'm a fan of all motorsports, to be honest. Yeah.
Is there any way that if fans that are interested to join some of your training, is there a way to contact you guys, or how to, for those that are interested to maybe get to meet you guys out of the track, could you share a little on that?
So we visit the track quite regularly. We go maybe, well, not now because of the virus, but maybe twice a week, or we go to different tracks. Sometimes the motocross track, or like our local race circuits like Clark, Batangas, Carmona. So we always see usually a lot of people there, but if they want to contact us to practice, sure, just message us on Instagram. Yeah.
It would be very fun.
We get quite bored sometimes because we only against each other. Yeah. So if more people want to practice, sure.
Okay, that would be great. So another question, it's a popular question on our Instagram live. I think I know the answer from TJ, but we will try to hear from Troy. A lot of fans are always asking, are you guys single or not single?
No, not single. Not single. I'm not single.
So TJ, we are also not single. Okay, so no single guys. So sorry, girls, but you guys can still follow them, of course. They're still gonna be friendly to the fans. And so before I let you guys go, I usually do like a couple quick fire questions with the riders before I let them go. So I'm gonna ask you guys the first one. What games are you playing at the moment? Like, what games are you into at the moment?
Gran Turismo.
Gran Turismo for TJ. TJ likes to drive.
Yeah.
For me, MotoGP. And
Hello? Oops. Oh, connection issue. Wait, hang on. Oops. Hello? Oops. I think we have a little connection issue. Hang on, guys. All right, I think we lost the boys. We're going to try to see if we can get them back in. Wait, hang on. Oops. Oh. Let's see if we can try to get them back in. I think there was a little connection issue. Welcome to the world of internet. Sometimes things go wrong. Wait, we're gonna see if we can get them back. Connecting. Taking a long time to connect. Wait, let me see. Hang on, guys. The internet is getting worse where I am as well. While staying at home, right? Wait. Let's see. Oh, wait. Okay, waiting for excess class racing. Let's see if we can try to get the boys back to finish their quick fire question. Philippines has the slowest internet in Asia. Oh no. I think it was a little difficult when I was with Carl as well. Hopefully Thursday when I go on. Hi guys.
Hi.
Hello. We're back.
Yeah, I heard the internet in Philippines is not good.
Okay.
Good.
Not good.
Good. All right, so we're gonna go back to our quick fire questions. What games are you guys playing at the moment?
I'm a big fan of cars, so I like to play Gran Turismo, but also Call of Duty with Troy.
I'd be on Call of Duty.
Of course,
Call of Duty
we play MotoGP.
Yeah.
All right, so the second question. In your class, that means TJ in the 1000 and Troy in the 600, who is the one rider that you would really like to beat in a race?
Beat.
Like you want to win the rider in a race, yeah.
I don't know.
Who do you want to beat in a race?
Who do I? Oh, of course. Last race, we saw Marcos Reuterberg had a really good race. I've raced with him also before in the super stock, and I think he's really on a high level right now. So it would be a dream to beat him, but I think we have to work step by step.
So how about you, Troy, in the 600?
For me, it would be Adam Noridin because growing up, I watched him a lot in the Asia Talent Cup, Moto3. So I really looked up to him as a rider. So I want to beat him, hopefully, in the future.
I thought Troy was going to say Carl, but it's okay. All right, the next question for fans to know, what is the last thing that you do before you go on the bike, before you exit the pit?
Last thing you do before you exit the pit?
Last thing I do before I exit the pit, I don't know, what do I do? I like to visualize the track before I go out on the track. It's, I think, really good to remember what track we're at and where I need to go.
And how about you, Troy?
For me, not so much. Like I pray before I go out, but aside from that, sometimes I visualize, especially for qualifying in the race. I think about the perfect lap on the track. But aside from that, also
inhaler.
I'm asthmatic, so sometimes I use my inhaler before I go out. Yeah.
Oh, that's very important. Don't forget that. All right. The next thing is, can both of you spell your name backwards right now?
JT. YORT.
Yeah, you guys have really short names. All right. The last one that we have, out of all the ARRC riders in the paddock that we have, who is your favorite rider? Like, do you have a close friend in the paddock? You can't say each other. So say someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've been watching Zakwan quite a lot, Zakwan's ID, and I think he's really, I like how he's so smooth but aggressive at the same time. I like his riding style, and I've been able to talk to him a bit, and he looks like a very nice person.
I have a few friends in the paddock from my past years of racing, like Idlan Hakimi, Chow Vietnam, Rajiv, other guys. But one guy I look up to maybe is also Zakwan, because just watching him ride, it's so smooth and so aggressive. I also like how he rides, especially in the ring, always sideways into the corner.
All right, so thank you so much, guys, for spending some time with us online here today and with all the Filipino fans. Before we let you guys go, anything you want to say to everyone watching?
Yeah, I'm praying for everyone. I pray that the situation will get better soon. I hope that you guys will all stay home, stay healthy, stay safe, and hope to see you all again soon at the track. So, yeah.
I'd like to say thank you to everyone who support us in the Philippines and also from the other countries. And I just pray for everyone's sake.
Yeah, so we hope we too hope that everyone stays safe and we can get back to racing soon, and hopefully we will see you guys back out on track very, very soon. So at the meantime, say hi to the family, take care, stay safe, and stay healthy, guys. We'll see you guys soon. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Ling.
Bye.
See you.
Alright, guys, that was a little quick catch up with both the brothers, TJ and Troy Alberto. I hope you guys didn't get confused which was which. I was a little confused at one point, but it is great. So today we've been able to catch up with the both of them in the Manila. As you can see, many of our riders, almost all of them, are just staying at home. As boring as it sounds, this is what needs to be done at the moment to help get through this difficult time and to keep everybody safe. So wherever you are in the world watching, we hope that you are watching us from home as well, and you're staying safe and you're staying healthy. They actually wrap up our very first week of Instagram Live daily with all our riders. Tomorrow we will kickstart week 2 with Mukulada's approach in the afternoon, and in the evening we have an ARRC All Japan special with Japanese rider Tepe Nagoye. So if you guys are interested to meet Tepe, come back and catch him tomorrow evening. Thank you, Sam, for watching. Hope to see all of you very soon. Please stay safe. And yeah, as we repeat every single day, I know it's a bit I don't want to sound naggy, but we have to stress it every single day for everyone to stay safe and stay healthy, and just protect your family at the moment, and do what you can to stay away from this very, very evil virus. And all our riders are also doing their best to catch up with all of you. So every single day, one of them will be on our Instagram Live, and you'll be able to catch up with them. Coming up the week, as I mentioned, we have Mokulada. We also have Tepe Nagoye. So we have 2 Instagram Live tomorrow. It's a very special day. And then on Saturday, we will go to Indonesia to see Aldi Satya Mahendra and also Galang Hendra Pratama. So both Yamaha Racing Indonesia brothers, we will go see them in Indonesia. On Sunday, we'll meet another pair of brothers in Malaysia, Adam and Ibrahim Noruddin. And then Monday, we're going to go to Sydney to visit Brock Parks. And then Tuesday, we're going to Chennai, India to visit Jagan Kumar. Wednesday, we are going back to Bangkok to visit Titipong Warakon. And Thursday, as I mentioned, for the Philippines fan, we're going to meet John Emerson and Guito on Thursday. And he told me it's his birthday, so make sure you guys come celebrate his birthday with him live here on our Instagram. So good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for watching and for following our updates every single day. So we look forward to seeing more of all of you every single day. Make sure to stay safe, stay healthy. My name is Ling, and I will see you guys tomorrow for another live with Muklada Saprej and in the evening with Tepe Nagoy. So stay safe, guys. Bye.